Hey guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back. My name is Ania and I guess Christmas came a little early this year. What is Christmas? It is a tenderness for the past, courage for the present, and hope for the future. So you guys, grab a snack, grab a drink, or grab your bullet journal and please join me in planning our December bullet journals. And if you haven't started planning yet, feel free to take inspiration. So for this theme, I knew I wanted to do the cover page with 2 pages because I kind of missed that layout I used to do in my bullet journal, but decided to do a little something different. So I found this picture on Pinterest that I took a lot of inspiration from for this spread, and it came out better than I could have hoped for. So that's always a good feeling. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking a piece of craft paper and I am taping it to the top of the page, and then I am laying out my December mood board. So you'll see that these pictures are kind of darker photos, but they just kind of like represent like white Christmas, or just kind of like, you know, like snow. Of course, I live in California, so we don't get white Christmases here. So I kind of wanted to emulate that in my bullet journal. And I also was going for like a kind of cozy cabin sort of vibe. So hopefully I pulled that off. But yeah, that was kind of my inspiration. All the pictures that I posted are from Unsplash and from Pinterest, so I found them on both, and I just thought that they came together really well in the end, and I was really happy with the way that it came out. So right now I'm doing a very tiny calendar, which looking back, I guess that's probably the only thing I would change about this spread. I wish the calendar was a little bit bigger. However, I think that I'll be able to work around it using my weekly spreads. So I'm hoping that works out well. And it definitely worked for the purposes of the spread, so I won't complain too much. So you guys, I got a new treat in the mail and I was really excited. So I ended up going to Amazon and picking up a stamp set, and I've wanted one for so long, so you would not believe the amount of excitement I had when it arrived. And I immediately opened it and started playing around with it and learned that I'm gonna be real. Stamping things is a pain in the ass. It's worth it because it looks really great at the end. But, you know, I'm just glad you guys didn't have to sit through the actual time it took me to put this spread together, because it was way longer than I thought it was gonna be. But anyway, so the quote that I am typing says, "May you never be too grown to search the skies on Christmas Eve," which I thought was so sweet and also just true. You know, like, you gotta keep some of that childlike wonder. So I kind of wanted to represent that in my bullet journal, that like, yeah, it's okay, like we still believe in Santa, you know, just instead of leaving gifts, he could just slide his credit card under the tree, and I think we'll all be happy with that, you know. So anyway, as I said, I think it just came together so well. I also found some really simple doodles of some Christmas trees on Pinterest and gathered a lot of inspiration from those, and so that is a Christmas tree doodle you see next to the quote. Super cute, very simple, would highly recommend. Flipping to the next page. So this is obviously the same page. I'm doing my habit tracker and my weekly spread. The weekly spread is fairly new. I only started doing it in my November bullet journal. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that video out. Yeah, so keeping it simple, keeping it the same pretty much. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna be completely honest, and I'm a little bit stressed, but I feel like, when do I not say that? When am I ever just like, oh, I'm happy and things are going just the way they're supposed to be? But you know, that's life, and I am physically okay. I am physically good. But you know, mentally I'm a little bit stressed. There's just a lot going on, and yeah, it's mostly having to do with like school and college applications and stuff like that, and just a lot of things that I didn't know going into it that I know now, that I wish I would have known. I would have been a little better prepared. But the good news, and the thing that does make me happy, is that I know now. And so now I can apply all the information that I know, and I still have really good options in front of me. So that makes me happy, and that's just gonna have to be enough for right now. So for the weekly, I apologize for the weird angle. It was really difficult. I didn't really leave myself enough space on the table, and that's totally my fault. Like, I should have referenced the way that I did it for November, But yeah, I just basically tried to make it work as best as I could, and it comes together in the end. It starts to make sense. But anyway, yeah, so as of right now, I'm doing my morning and night routine, so I just have them represented by, again, these little tree doodles. And I went in with my white Signo pen to draw some little white ornaments on the tree. So that was also really fun. So now I'm setting up the actual weeks, but unfortunately I wasn't paying attention and I made the first one too long, but I just decided to roll with it. And honestly, it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. Like, it definitely looks a little bit weird, but I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. And I just ended up stamping on top of it anyway. So it ended up working out. I do have to say, I really do love this stamp set. Like, it's not perfect, but I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I just feel like it just elevates certain spreads, maybe for me, because I know that this trend is not new. Like, people have had these forever, but this is my first one, so I'm just gonna let myself be excited about it. So now I'm writing down some tasks that I would have day to day, and just how I kind of want my week to flow. I do end up skipping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like, they get filled in, but you couldn't see it because of, again, the angle. So yeah. Anyway, I decided to go with a cursive font for December, and then I decided to do a bigger tree doodle on the side. So if you want to add some easy tree Christmas doodles, please take inspiration from these. They are so easy. Like, literally just take the Tombow and just draw a line with a pencil or something, and then just draw strokes out from it with like a Tombow dual brush pen or a Sharpie or a Crayola marker, whatever you want to use, whatever you have available. And yeah, I'm like, it looks really good. Like, it looks like I actually know what I'm doing, and I don't. So yeah, and then I also just drew some little present doodles. Again, I'm not the best at this, but I really wanted to bring some more Christmas oomph to that page, so that is how that ended up coming together. And I'm really happy with it. It's super simple, but it gets the point across. It's super functional, and that's all I'm looking for. All right, so my next page is a goals page alongside with a gift page. So for the goals page, I was really excited because, again, Pinterest is the savior. So I saw this picture on Pinterest, and it is loosely inspired by that picture. She had she just had it sectioned out the same layout. So with the line down the side and then something on the side. It wasn't goals, but it was something different. But I just saw that and I was like, man, that looks really awesome. So I should use that for my goal spread. It's super simple, super beautiful. And because last month I didn't have enough space to do sections because of the way I did my goal spread, I really wanted to make sure that this time around I had enough space to represent everything that I wanted. So again, we're drawing more tree doodles, and that one is super cute. I just really love the way that they came together. And yeah, so again, you need doodle inspiration, there you go. But yeah, I decided to do a different tree to represent each goal. So at the top, we are putting in personal. Under personal, we have health. Under that, we have school. And under that, for our last one, is going to be social, which is basically social media. So just tracking my progress and trying to keep up with all of that. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I just think it came together super well. Moving on to the next spread, our gift spread. So I'm doing the same thing, keeping it, like they go together, because I just thought that was a cute idea. So I am writing out gifts at the moment. Again, using that same stencil that I ended up using last month, and it just really worked out for this spread. And then I cut these little gift tags out of craft paper to paste in, and that is where I'm actually gonna write the gifts. So I thought it was a pretty cute and simple idea, and a good way to represent the different categories of who I'm getting gifts for this year. So I would love to know if you guys have started gift shopping yet. Are you waiting for Black Friday, or are you already done? Or are you like me and you have nothing done? Let me know down in the comments below. I've decided that I'm gonna rely heavily on Amazon to get my Christmas shopping done because I just simply will not have time to go through and do anything else. So the labels are family, boyfriend, and friends. And I did mess up a couple times, so I had to go in with that white pen again to fix a couple of mistakes you'll see in this bullet journal. You know, I feel like it's not a bullet journal spread if I don't mess something up, and I honestly was kind of getting tired towards the end of the spread because, you know, with the stamping, it just took so long. So it went out a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I don't mind because I'm really still happy with the end result, but that's just how things happen. And instead of being upset, I just decided, okay, we're just gonna fix it and we're gonna go with the flow and we're gonna do the best we can. So yeah. All right, so we are coming to our last spread that we're going to be making in the month of December. It's so crazy because I used to make a lot of pages for my bullet journal, and then it would just feel like a chore because I had so much stuff to fill in. And even though it was worth it to fill it in at the end of the day, I just didn't really feel like it was serving me. It felt more like something I had to do instead of something I wanted to do. So I've really taken a step back from how I used to do it, and I'm also just trying new things in my bullet journal. You can definitely see that if you follow me on Instagram. I used to have one weekly layout that I stuck to and just, you know, swore by, and in November I'm really changing things up and just letting myself be like, look, I can try a different layout if I want to. It's not that big of a deal. Like, something may work better, or it may just be better to continuously switch it up. So that's what I've decided to do. And this is one of the layouts that I found again on Pinterest that I just thought was so adorable and just so perfect for what I wanted to do in this bullet journal. So I'm taking a little bit of craft paper, putting that at the bottom, and I'm actually gonna paste this gorgeous picture on top of it. Like, as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, yeah, I gotta save that. That's gotta go in my bullet journal. So it's this gorgeous picture of like this bedside scene. There's this huge arched window, and there's like a little Christmas tree and like Christmas lights over the bed, and I just thought that is so gorgeous. So I was a little bit worried it wouldn't fit with like this blue color scheme I was going for, but I think it worked out really nicely. And it's super simple and easy to put together, but it just worked out so well in my opinion that I was just over the moon about it, because I was really nervous that I was going to film the spread and put it together and not like it in the end, but I ended up just going for it and I really like it. So I feel like we had definitely some hits and some misses here. You're gonna see one of the big misses that I had in just a second. So, but yeah, I just like love this so much. Now, this is where I wish I could go back in time and like look at the calendar that I just drew, because if you can see, December definitely starts on a Wednesday. And I put Monday, and I was so devastated because I knew I was gonna have to go and try to cover it up. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it doesn't look as great covered up. You know, I tried my best, and you can definitely see like which day it's supposed to be represented in person, but definitely on camera it looks a little funky. And then the ink started running on Sunday, so I was just like, it just kind of fell apart. But you know, that's gonna happen sometimes. Like I said, I was tired and I kind of wasn't really paying attention, and that's just what happens. But it's still a nice spread nonetheless. I'm just like really sad that happened, because I was like, oh, this would have been perfect. Okay, so over in the corner of this spread though, I decided to do some more tree doodles, this time in gray and blue. And the quote that I'm putting over top says, "Santa has the right idea. Visit only once a year." Which like is so funny, because I was just like, it's just kind of perfect, like, you know. So I ended up just doing that quote really quick, or not really quick, it actually took me forever, but yeah. So anyway, now we have come to the flip through of this video. Short and sweet. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what your theme for Christmas is gonna be. But other than that, you guys, I love you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video.